Hello and welcome to Indie Sunday. This week we're going to be playing Samsara Room by Rusty Lake, which is a sort of escape room game that is currently available for free on Steam, and we're just going to go right into it. Should be about an hour as usual, but it depends on how smart I'm being, I guess. Let's go. I have to find a way out. Yeah, alright. Use arrows to move around. Oh, these arrows, not my arrow keys. I get it. Okay, how many different sceneries do we have? We've got 4. Okay, 4 different sceneries. I'm going to assume this is us. Click on it. Is that me? Looks like it. Okay, so we can zoom in with the arrows as well. Or zoom out, I guess. That's a candle in a plant pot. I can take the candle. Use items from your inventory. And what about the plant pot? Can I take that? No. Okay, can I open this? It's locked. I figured. Right, what about the telephone? What? Okay, is this sort of a... Can I? Okay. Maybe get me... Is that all one word? Probably. We might need to find some more hints on what exactly this is supposed to be, because I could just brute force it by just trying it out, but I think that's not how we're meant to do it. Gonna look at the letter first. Nope, can't open it. Alright. Then let's leave this... Actually, I could burn it. No, I don't have anything to light the candle on fire. What do we have here? Okay. It's gone now. What about this window? What about this thing? Yes. And now? Can open this window as well. It doesn't really look like... Can I do anything with the candle? No, obviously not. Doesn't really look like I can do anything with this window right here. It looks just like a landscape. Couldn't really tell where. There's a castle in the sea. Let's leave that alone for now. The gecko, I think it is here now. Some sort of lizard. I can probably just send him around. What about this clock? I can drag it. So I suppose I need to drag it to a certain place for it to open this window. What about if I just drag it to however late it is right now? Here maybe? I don't know. Don't think that would work, but let's just leave it there, I guess. Can turn this as well, just once, just like slightly though. It's the only thing I can do here. Did that change the clock? Let me just do that a couple more times. Or if I'm just imagining it. I think I'm imagining it. I can only change the clock in 5-minute intervals. I can't put it in between. Okay. Wait. Once more. Do I? No. I can't go to the bottom of the clock. What about this room? What can I click here? I don't know. I can turn these. What if I turn it like this? And do the same here. And... okay. Turn these away, maybe. Can I do that? No? What if they're in here? What would stop me from... Oh, obviously I can't move it at all. If I do this... Oh, right. I was being stupid. There we go. That's another candle. I don't know what we need another candle for, but I'll take it, I guess. Can we open these? Some objects you can drag. Yeah? This is entirely empty. Put it back in. There's a knife in here. Alright, rest of it is empty. What is this? A fish. Okay. And another candle. Okay. We've got 3 candles now. We can click on the lizard again. There's probably... Actually, he's not moved into here. Did he go back to... Yeah, he went back to here. But the letter is gone. If I move the lizard somewhere else, there's still nothing here. If I move him again... Nope, nothing. Then I don't quite get why that letter was there. I close this. Go out. Open it. Oh, I just need to press on it. I remember. Click on it, I mean. I can't drag this one though. Cut it with a knife? No. Throw a fish at it? Obviously not. Actually, you want to eat the fish? No. I wouldn't have thought so. Can I open this letter with the knife? I can. There we go. Enlighten me. Okay. What are these things? That's a fish, I guess. That's the lizard. That's... I forgot what they're called. Sort of a worm. That's an egg, maybe? Is that a baby? I don't know what that is. The fish is the only one that actually has an arrow there. Come on, you can brute force this open with a knife, can't you? No, you can't? Alright. Can I put a candle back in there? No. Yeah, that is you. But it doesn't look like we can do anything with that. Is there nothing we can do here? I can't put a candle anywhere here. Okay. I can apparently... Oh! There was some... That's not a window, that's a painting. And I could open up the painting and there's something behind it. And I need to put the 4 candles here. Can I do... Oh, and put the fish here. That opens this, I guess. No? Does it not? No, put the fish down. The question... Oh! You know what? Can I not take the candles back? Because they're all turning in a different direction. So I thought maybe that's why it's not working. But it doesn't look like I can take back the candles. I can't open this. Oh, no, put the fish back in. Actually, can I put anything? No, I can only put it here. Let me look at this again. Yeah, it says to do something with the fish. Actually, enlighten me. Is that the code? That does look like it. Enlighten me. There we go. There's a match. That's why. Actually, wait. Did I not pick it up? I didn't. There we go. Now, let's light those on fire. There we go. Let's open this box. What is in it? There's a cube. Okay. What the hell just happened? We've turned into a fish, alright. I look a bit fishy. That's certainly true. We've got a shell here. What about the phone? Okay, blows out bubbles. Okay. That was an eye, I suppose? And I can only... Can I I can put this here, but can I not put any other? Or is it sort of like, is it a find the right order for these things? I just wouldn't necessarily know what that order is. Oh. So that was fine too. That's not fine. Is it if I do the... No, it needs to be in the right order, I think. Is it this way? Yeah, it is this way. Left to right. Let it sink in. Okay, we got sort of a... Oh, okay. We got a piece of... I mean, I don't really want to call it origami, but we were able to unfold it and we got a key. I suppose we could use that key to get into here. Yeah, there we go. We can get a jar. Not that I know what we're going to use the jar for yet. There's not been another arrow added here, so it's still just a fish. Has anything else changed in the other rooms? This is still the same, but without the candles. There's a bottle here with another one of these shells and an X on it. I mean, I could just smash it, I guess. There we go. And we can take the shell out of it. Do we need the remainder of the bottle? Probably not. Anything in here? There's this thing. Oh. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of this is. It seems like I can only ever get... It's not time-based. If I stick one in, it stays there. If I stick another in, both come back out. Okay, however, some... Actually, none of them... Okay. There are some of them that stay stuck in. All the ones that are not... there we go. It's another shell. All the ones that don't have a dark circle around it stayed in. And therefore open it up for me. None of these still have anything in them, and I suppose I can't look in there as well for something more. So I've got 3 of them now, but I don't suppose that's enough for whatever I want to use them for. I can open this back up. Can I put them here? I can. I can't put this here. No, still can't. Just put the fish back on then. So I do have 3 of the shells. I suppose I would need one more, and I suppose it would have something to do with this clock. And I can just take out all of the wood, and there's an arm coming out of it. What do you want? Do you want the jar? This just turned into a jar with water. Okay, that's a bit morbid, but we'll take it, I guess. Is there anything else we could do? Want the matches? No. What are you gonna do with the heart? We filled up the jar with water. What could we do with that? Could we put that into the jar? No. Could we put the heart into the jar? Also not. What else? I mean, I doubt we can place the heart here. No. The jar? No. What about the heart here? We can. But we can't place anything else in here. Let me look at this again. Does it actually have a heart somewhere on here? That might be the heart, yeah. If we just assume it goes around counterclockwise, that may be the next thing we have to place there, sure. The question is, how do we get the third shell? Can you put your head into a jar of water? It doesn't look like it. What about the fish? Anything? No. What about here? I took the jar of water out of here. It doesn't look like I can do anything with it. What about the... Nope, nothing to do with the table. We've solved the phone, so that doesn't give us anything anymore. Is there anything I've missed here? What about the fish with this? No. No. We can't press anything here anymore either. Neither can we do anything with the matches. We've not done this yet. The question is, what would we do with it? I can just put it into every single one of these positions, or I can just rotate it around. The question, I suppose there should be... Actually, can I now look at this down here? No. I suppose... Actually, do you want the fish? Or the jar? No? Alright. What could we do? I think it might just have to have something to do with the clock. But what? Because I don't see anything that could give me a hint in regards to the time I would have to put on it. This is exactly the same picture that was before. I'm pretty sure of that. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's a bit... okay. I'll accept it. Okay, put it on there. And there we go. Alright. We've gone back to normality, I suppose. What about this? Yep, this is still the same. Nothing new from the phone. Anything happened up here? No, we could put... Okay. We put the water in here. Can I do anything else with that? Or do I just possibly have to wait for something? Actually, the heart is now here. Interesting. What if I go in here? Nothing's changed. This, I think, is still where I left it. But let's not leave it in positions like that. I need to know if something actually changes here. So put it back here. What about this? Anything? No, I wouldn't have thought so. What about... Yeah. I put the lizard into the jar. So that got me a lizard. Can I actually do something with that lizard? There's nothing in here yet. Oh. Did anything get into here while I was away? No. What if... Oh... What if this is sort of a way to let me change between worlds? So if I put the gecko here, I can go into a different world. Yeah, I can. What happened to this? We got a marble, okay? I've turned into a gecko now. I like the view. Yep, I'm probably walking on the ceiling. Is there anything I can do with the ceiling here? No. There's a chandelier with candles on it. Can I take the candles? No, I obviously can't. What about this? I can open it still, but everything in it is gone, so I need to find 4 more things. I can light the candles on fire though. Okay, there's a specific order to these candles. I need to light... Actually, is it by height? Yeah, it is by height. Wait, that's smaller. That's it. That's a second marble. Okay. While we're here, let's put the marbles in because we're short on space. Okay, we got on top of the clock. We got 3 paintings. I can move them. Oh, there's a... something I can do with it. There's another marble. Ruining all the paintings around here. Anything I can do with this one? Can I light it on fire? No, I can't light it on fire. Of course I can't. Some sort... oh, 355. There we go. 355. That's not 355. That's... oops. That's 355. That's a triangle key. Okay. Anything I can do with this one? No. What can I use the triangle key for? I can't go down there, so it's not that. Oh, what is this? Can I? I can't. This has the Circle of Life and Rose van der Boom. I can't. Oh, okay. What is the goal here? Oh, I see. I mean, there's a marble here. So, okay, it doesn't matter. Inventory space doesn't matter. I should probably unlock this. The question is, how do I unlock this in the best way? I can't just... alright. Put this here, put this here, put this further down, put this here. Put that over here, put this here, that there, this here. Oh, is it just the red thing? Okay, so I need to swap this. Put you over here, put you over here. Actually, no. How do I do this? I need to change this up slightly. These are fine. This is fine. This needs to be here. The question is, how do I get that there without messing everything else up? Let me just put that here. Let me just put that here. This here. I'd like to give that somewhere else. I'd like to put this. No, this doesn't fit. Let's put these up. Put this up here. That doesn't quite work. That's not long enough. Do I have... I can put this here. And I should probably do that. Now, the question is... let me put that away. Put that away as well for now. This in here doesn't work. I need it to be one higher. So if I put this here instead, it then works. The thing is, how do I can't fill this up like this. This doesn't work. I need this to be on the same height. So ideally, let me get rid of this and this. What if I put that down here as well? Put that in here. I think we might be getting closer. That might also be completely untrue though. Not quite. Not quite. I've never really been good with puzzles like these. This would fit in perfectly. So let me put that here for now. That's alright. So I need just put that here. Put that over there. I'm just a slight bit off. This is longer. Fill that out with this one. Oh, I suppose it should be this way around, by the way. Yeah, it needs to be like this. The question is... this... Actually, yeah, that worked. Alright. Did I put that in... Where did I put that? Did that just disappear on me? I can't change anything around here anymore. Where did that go? I mean, while I'm here, I can put the marble here. This marble here, so that opens up again. But I just quickly went to look for where that thing went. Nope, it's just gone. Completely gone. What do I use the triangle key for anyway? Alright, is there anything I can put on here instead of the gecko? Not this, not this, not... Well, I can put the fish on there again. Let me just go to the fish world for a second. Check this out, Samsara. What is this? This is a book, I suppose. And the clock is on, is that 3:15? I think. So let me just put that to 3:15. Or is it 3:15? Is it 2:15 actually? Yeah. It's another triangle key. Maybe the triangle keys also do something with this here. Or I need them for something else, which is also entirely plausible. Okay, let me go back to the heart world. Let me have a quick look around here again. The book is now down there, the Seed of Sacrifice. What exactly is that? Okay, we've got pages. Samsara is a circle of life. We've got this circle here, I guess. We can change worlds with the cube. We've got the fish, we've got the gecko, we've got the heart. We don't have the worm, the egg, or the baby, or whatever they're supposed to be. Remember the time. We've got one triangle key in the fish and the gecko, and one triangle key in this thing. The past is never dead. That's 8:25. Mirrors don't lie. And that's the end of it. Let me just put in 8:25 here. It's 8:25. There we go. That's the third triangle key. Now what do I do with these three triangle keys? Mirrors never lie. Oh, that's straight up the real world, basically. So what? Yeah, there's one in each. Remember that. Am I seriously supposed to remember this? I'm gonna make notes for it then. Real world is 8:25. What were the other worlds? One of them was... Oh God, I need to check them out. Can't remember this. Fish world. Which time was it? It was 2:15, yeah. Fish world is 2:15. Let me just actually have a look. Then there's nothing I can do with this anymore, is there? No. Then let's have a Actually, let me have a quick look at this book again. Can I still not open it? I filled up the jar of water again. That's something, I guess. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to... I have an idea. Before I do that though, let me just quickly go ahead and note down the time in Gecko World. In Gecko World that's 11:20. In Gecko World. Just making sure. That's 11. That's 20, yeah. Okay. Now my idea was... Actually, wait a second. Maybe I need to do that in every world. I've watered it here. Let me go back to Fish World. Fill the jar up with water again. Then let me go back to normal time. Where was it? There it was. Put the fish out, put the heart in. Let me have another... Wait, there it was. There's a seed of sacrifice. Does that mean I need a seed? The part, yeah. We've got that. Mirrors don't lie. We haven't found that worm thing yet. A seed of sacrifice. Can I burn anything with this? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe use the water in this? No. Alright. I didn't think so. Okay. Maybe I just water this a couple more times. I'm gonna try it once more. Because it does look kind of like either the 3 water drops or a seed. Why is this not openable, by the way? Like, that's something I don't quite understand. I can't burn this, obviously I'm in water. What do I need the triangle keys for anyway? Can't take these out, can I? Or... Oh, I just clicked. Yeah, I just went back into the world I was already in anyway. Nope. Stop it. I can't put the triangle key here, obviously not. Let's go back to the real world and water the plant one more time. Where did my... There's my water. No. That... I'm going to assume that doesn't do anything. Can I put the gecko somewhere? No, apparently I can't. A triangle key. Let me go back to the clock here. Yes, that's what it's for. Open this up. Okay. What am I going to do with that one? Oh, he's dropped the seed. There we go. I'm just going to assume that he's not useful for anything else. And we're just going to ignore his presence. And drop that seed in there. And now I think it's time to water it. Put that away. No. Actually. Okay, I can't. I was thinking this would get me to some sort of void dimension. But it's fine if it doesn't. Fill up the water. Go back to real time. And water it. There we go. Let me just water it once more to see if anything changes. Because I feel like it might. If it doesn't, then that's fine as well. But wait, where did I just lose the jar of water? Alright. Hey, he's here as well now. So I'm just going to assume if he's here as well, that would mean he's in the Gecko world too. So I need to quickly check out... Oh, the plant, obviously. Okay. There's the worm. There we go. Let me just check whether he's here. No, he's not here apparently. Let me put the worm on it. There we go. Alright, we're a worm now. Anything we can do? Okay. What can we do with this? I think we should be able to do something, but maybe just not yet. There's nothing we can do here, it looks like. Oh god. What is this? Was there some... There was... Do I need to wait for that, or does that just... There we go. Whatever that does. What does this do? I'm not aware. Nothing changes here. Alright, let's go in then. It's up there. We're just supposed to play around with this a bit. And then continue onwards. It's gone now, I think. So where is... It's down here now. So I think we're just supposed to... Oh. Yeah, alright, I get it. Come on. Bit further. You're almost there. There we go. It's in there. Okay, what are we supposed to do with this? One is the human thing. What do we have around here? What are these things standing for? We can put these in the same location as well. We've got a letter, some sort of... That could be the triangular key, that could be the worm, that could be the snail, but there's nothing like a fish up here. Actually, let me just go back to the... Actually, can I... No, I can only use the mouth. What is this? There's the knife still. We can put those out of the way. And there's a purple leaf. There's a petal. Okay, that was the nail. That looked like something else. So we've got a petal now as well. Wait. Where did you go? There was a petal right here. Going to assume, yeah, that's exactly it. It was just flying around. There's one as well. That can't be reaction time based. Yeah, there we go. Okay, put that in here then. 2 more. Come on, give it to me. What do I need to do with this? There it is. Was that the one just flying about? Quite possibly. Is there anything I can do with this? Light on fire? No. Maybe the screws? There we go. Okay. What the hell is this? Can I move something else except these things? Okay. Put this here. And... oh, I can turn these around. There we go. That's fine. That's not fine. That's fine. There we go. There's the 4th petal. Alright. So I can put these in now. Which is over here. Okay. What does this show me then? Would you? Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Let me see if something changed back in the real world. I think we need to find 4 kinds of symbols. The question is, where do we find them? It needs to be a place that, or at least I think it needs to be a place that is visible in all 4 locations. It would be reasonable, actually. What is this, anyway? I don't really know what that's for yet. Remember the time. Ah. Maybe it's got something to do with the time. That's still, wait, what was that? 8:25, yeah. What's the time in the worm world? Actually, you know what? Let me look at the riddle itself again after I've looked at the time. I can't look at the time here. Is the worm world just the same as the real world? Because it looks the same, just, you know, then again the gecko world looks the same as well, and it isn't. Is there anything I can do with that? I can put... Okay. I still have the matches for some reason. It feels like I shouldn't have the matches anymore if they weren't useful. No, I can just move these around. If I move them completely to the side, I don't suppose that something would happen. Anywhere around here? No. I don't really want to use the match on him. No. Or the knife, I meant, obviously. What? Can I use the knife down here on the floor? No. What else could I do? He feels so small, yeah. Okay. Because I don't think there's anything here that would lead me to the solution. So let's go back into here and have a look at this. First is because the thing is we've got one clock, like not clock, but you know what I mean. I don't know the English word for it. One of these for every world, basically. But logically, for a clock, you need 2 to depict the time. Okay. Let me just put the hour hands on each of the right ones. Like that was 8:25, so it would be here. The fish world was 2:15, so it would be here. The gecko world was 11:20, so it would be here. And this would be somewhere else, I guess. I just wouldn't know exactly where. But I don't, like, that just doesn't sound right. The question is, how does it work? There's nothing I can do with these, is there? I can't light them on fire. I can't use the knife on them. Obviously can't light the clock on fire. Then again, it's not really a clock anyway. Or is it? No. Is there anything I can do down here? Not really. I need to have another look at all of the things that are happening in all of the worlds. Because the problem is I can't see the clock in this world. Alright, let me have another look at, for example, the fish world. Let me just go in there. It doesn't really look like there's any sort of symbols anywhere. Like I can move that again. I actually can't move that again. The game tells me don't do that, that's stupid. Which is reasonable. Can I do anything with this guy in this world? I don't think I have yet, but no, it doesn't look like I can. I can't click on any of these. Can't do anything with the knife and the book. Obviously not. The mirrors don't lie. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's it. So wait, let me just put it down. Heart or 1. Then we've got 2, which is I think it was the fish. 3 was the gecko and 4 was the worm. 2 is this symbol. Okay. I knew that hint was good for something. I wonder if you could move those mirrors around before you found those hints. Other way then, there we go. That's the real world, this sort of a S shape. That's actually something like, if you know, let me know. If you could actually find those hints before you find that sort of altar thing in the woods in his stomach or whatever, wherever that was. Not on this side. There we go. So the triangle with a line through it. Down. Okay. And the last world is the warm world. And there's a sort of a letter, an envelope. Okay. Now let's go into Smelf. There we go. And it was, yeah, it was heart, fish, gecko, worm. That's the S. Which S? This S, I suppose. That's this thing. That was the triangle, and that was the envelope. There we go, and we got an egg. What are we gonna do with that egg? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, it's a good question actually. What do we do with that egg? Suppose we can place it here. There we go. Alright, what is this? We're a bird now, who feels free. There's no more hints here. Got a question mark. And it comes out again, even if we click it away. Alright. We've got hooks. We can't drag them, but we could probably place something on them. We've got another one of these windows. This time with the egg in it. And we need to place 4 things in it. We've got 2 eggs here. And we've got another clock. And if we move it, does it move the time? No, this just stays the same. Okay, so we need to find... This time we can't check out the base of the clock. I can hear it ticking in the background though. Okay. This just moves left to right. Can we do something with the... actually, let me first check out the drawers. Afternoon is 14. Alright, I need to write this down. Afternoon 14, and we don't know the times for evening, night and morning. And then we go into the night. Is worm heart divided by gecko fish and a weight is 1? Alright, I guess. Put that back in. Show me something else. There we go. Okay. After the sun set in the evening, the owl came to me through the nighttime air. The moon was larger than I had ever seen. The owl looked to the right while he spread his wings. Then he turned again to look at me and spoke these words. Do not forget your purpose. He looked to the left, and then he said, you have to become something else. Become enlightened. He looked me straight in the eyes. When the sun rises in the morning, he turned his head all the way to the back, and then he was gone. Okay, so I suppose this is a kind of riddle as well. Okay. Do not forget your purpose. He looked to the left. He looked me straight in the eyes. He turned his head all the way to the back. Those seem like directions. Like the owl looked to the right while he spread his wings, then turned again and looked at me. You know what I mean? There's the weight. So he got something. Okay. That was all of the rooms. I don't suppose the weight is the thing we put on here, is it? No, it isn't. Actually, do we? No. Okay. Can we put the worm on the... No. Well, actually, that's... No, we can't put that on there either. That surprises me. There's still a question mark. What would happen if I just left that there? Probably nothing. And if I click it, it flies up. I mean, the weight doesn't make any sense here. Neither does anything else, probably. But what can I do with a knife? Or the matches? They must be useful for something still. He just continues to jump around. He probably doesn't want the weight either, does he? No. Okay. What about these? I mean, I could burn this. Obviously not what's the idea behind it. I can't turn... Let me just turn this to 14. That's 14. I can't turn this up there. Do I need to put... I mean, this looks illogical, but could turn this all the way around. No. Still 14. Let me look at this again. 14 in the afternoon. Into the night. Weight equals 1. Oh, so is it the worm and the heart together weigh 1, and the gecko and the fish together weigh 1 as well? Possibly? Oh, no, wait. That's a clock, that's a time. The question is, what is the time? Or is it just, wait a second. I still don't know the time from the from the worm world though. But what was, like, the time from the heart world was 8:25. So if we put an 8 there, then the gecko world was 11:20, so maybe put a 2 in that position, and the fish world was, so 8:25? Maybe, or 18:25, maybe the worm is a 1. That doesn't make much sense, but I can try it. Let me first try 8:25. No, obviously not. And 18:25 would be here. Also a no. Okay. Because the thing is, when actually we are in the afternoon, it should be 14. Like, it should be this. That obviously doesn't mean that that's definitely the right solution to it, but we certainly are in the afternoon. Like, what I think the riddle would do if I solve it would go one further if I put in the right time here. The question is, how do I do that? Do I have to go back between the worlds again? I can't. Like, even if I put that heart there, I can't move between the worlds. So that's definitely something I don't have to do. Is there something I can do with the knife here, maybe? No, I can just open and close these. And there's nothing down here in the clock base. There's 2 eggs there. There's one squirrel here with a sort of a leaf or a feather, mostly, more likely. Can I do anything with this tree or? No, it doesn't look like it. This is more difficult than the ones before, because there's almost no options of what I can do. Basically, the only thing I can do right here, just have another quick look, but there's nothing here. Can I use a knife on this? No. The only thing that's one thing I can interact with. There's a couple things I can interact with. I can interact with this, I can interact with the squirrel, but none of them seem to really solve anything. So the only things I have to solve the riddle are this and the thing below it. And the only thing I've got as a hint is the only input device, let's call it that, is the clock. So it says 14 right here. I mean, I could put this the other way around, that shouldn't matter. I can not do anything with the knife or the matches. I mean, this would be dumb, but I can't. No, obviously not. I obviously can't put the worm here, can I? No. That has to be a time. Actually, wait, let me have another look at this book. I mean, it's not really a book, it's a riddle, but it's a riddle for the evening. After the sunset in the evening, the owl came to me through the nighttime air. The moon was larger than I'd ever seen. Do not forget your purpose. Sun rises in the morning. He turned his head all the way to the back and then he was gone. I must admit, I don't really get it. Just, that definitely says 14. And that definitely doesn't work when I put it into the clock. Even though it is afternoon, as it said right here. Because that's 14, and it doesn't do anything. Just because, I mean, that obviously doesn't make any sense, but maybe if I do it the other way around. No, obviously not. That doesn't work. 14 though. Do I have to do anything? I've pointed it to 14. Do I now have to click on this thing? No. That just ascends. Oh, I didn't see the clouds. I can do something with them. I mean, do something with them is a bit... I can't do anything with them. They changed though. Interesting. I have to put them in the right location. Then they become what they're supposed to be. I get it. There's a worm. Where is it really? Where's the eye? There's the eye. There we go. Now I only need to place this correctly. There it is. There we go. Now there's another one. Oh, there we go. That's the time I'm supposed to put in. That is... what is that? That's 1625? Not 16, obviously. 18? 18 or 1925. One of... No, not here. One of the two. So it's either this, or more likely it's this. There we go. Alright, so now we're at sunset. I'm going to assume, yeah, the clouds are gone. Did this change? It did. Okay, that that didn't do anything. Let me check. Maybe this is supposed to make a word. I'm not great at these sort of riddles either. I mean, it almost could make purpose. What could it be? Let me look at the riddle again. This changed. There's a sunflower here now. I still can't do anything with the nest itself. The sunflower is probably what I need. Oh, there's a paper airplane. Oh, okay. Rise up. And there's a feather. There's a sun here. I can change that in this sort of area. I can just pull that around. Do I need to do something with the sunflower? No. Okay. I'm not quite sure what I need to do with the sun yet. Anything sunflower? Anything here? No. What about the feather? No. Rise up. Oh, yeah. That was... Oops. No. That was less... I always forget that this can be two words. Yeah, that was less of a riddle than I thought it might be. Okay. So where did that now go? No, that's still just there. There it is. Okay, yeah. Do I need to give him something? Sunflower maybe? No. Let me... Can't just swap these around now. Can I give him... No, not the fish. Does his hand come back? It doesn't. If I just go in... I mean, I can give him a knife again. No, he doesn't want the knife. What else do I have for him? You can have the matches. There we go. And maybe I can take this now with the knife. Yep, I can. I can get some sand and a couple of other things. A scale. And this. Okay, that's another riddle like this with symbols. Okay. Is there anything I can do with the sun? No. I can put the scales maybe on here. And on here. What was it? Put the worm here. Was it fish? And maybe this? No. Okay, let me look this up. Where was it? Here. Nope, not that one. That one. It was worm and heart, and gecko and fish. Worm and heart, gecko and fish, and then put 1 kilo on there. Nope. Do I need more than 1 kilo, perhaps? If I put okay, I probably need to bring them to equilibrium. But how exactly do I do that? Is there a maximum of things I can put on there? If I could put the knife there. I can also put the heart there. I can put sand. I can't put sand there, I suppose. No. Can't put the feather down. Can't put the sunflower down. I can put the matches down though. That looks like equilibrium to me. Does it not? Let's get all of those back. Let's look at this again. What do we have? It says into the... Oh. Wait. That said 4. Did I use 14 for anything? I don't think I did. Evening is 1925. After the sun set in the evening, the owl came to me through the nighttime air. The owl looked to the right while he spread his wings. Do not forget your purpose. Become enlightened. There's nothing I can do with the sun here except move it to different places. No, I can't. I don't think I can use any of these items on it. I can put the sand in here though. And the sunflower. Ah. There we go. Ah, I see. A sunflower seed. I'm not yet sure what I can do with that. Oh, don't tell me. Can I put the sunflower seed on here? No, I can't. Okay, never mind then. I thought that was like the slightest amount of weight that was missing from making the weights equal, but apparently not. Can I put any of these here, by the way? Feather? Yeah, the feather is apparently the thing I can put here. Okay, so what can I do with... Can I put the sunflower seed in here? No, I can't. That also, by the way, how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7, that's too much to brute force. I don't want to go through all the options there. Okay, so, I mean, obviously this wouldn't just be 1925 was the time of the evening. So at nighttime, what would nighttime probably be? It's 4:25. That sometime around here, perhaps. No, later. Would be later. Here, maybe. I mean, I don't really want to try this just by brute forcing, but maybe it's actually midnight? No. Let's not do that. Maybe we can't even do that. That's also a possibility depending on how it was programmed. Maybe we just can't do that until we've actually found the right code for it. I don't think the sun is good for anything anymore. But what would we do with the sunflower seed? Can we attract the squirrel back? No? Squirrel's gone. Alright. Did this change? There's a question mark. Okay. Let me go back to this. Not this. This. Maybe they need to be on different sides, but I still need to equal it out somehow. So warm hearts and gecko fish. It says into the night, so that's probably what we need to do. Warm. Let's put them on the other thing maybe. Warm heart, gecko fish. And then put a kilo here. No, not here, obviously. Nope. Give me the kilo back. Put the fish here. Put the kilo here. Put the knife down here as well. No. The kilo. God damn it. Put the kilo here. The knife down here. That's equal. Okay, let's do it the other way around. I think this is what we did before. Actually, maybe it even, like if I put the worm here. Can I put the worm here as well? No, I can only put it on this side. I can't just put it somewhere else. So the order doesn't matter. Okay, then take the knife. Where did I put it? Place it here. And put the kilo here. No, don't take the fish. But the sunflower seed is nothing I can place anywhere here. Unfortunately, neither are the I can place the matches. But that can't be what I have to do. No. Okay, that doesn't change. Maybe now something changed in the mirror? I can't click on him this time either. What else could I do? This was just rise up. We've got that. Because we've got it exactly how it says here. We've got the worm and the heart on one side. We've got the gecko and the fish on the other. And it says into the night. Or do I need to put that there when we've reached the night? Not now. After the sun sets. That's the only thing left that we've got. That we could solve to. But how do we get to a time from this? The owl came to me through the nighttime air. The owl looked to the right while he spread his wings. Then he turned again to look at me. Then he looked to the left. You have to become something else. Become enlightened. I just don't know. Is there anything I can do with the rest of this case? No. I don't really know yet what's the purpose of this as well. Like it says 1 on the weight. Why does it tell me this is 1? I don't want to brute force this. Especially because I don't even know if I can. Because it shouldn't be that hard to program it in a way that you can't brute force it. Which I don't put... Oh. Okay, that turns it back to the afternoon. I can actually do that. That's interesting. Do you want a seed? Yeah, you do want a seed, so I can take the feather now. There we go. I didn't know that I could turn it back. But that makes sense. That's still the same. Does anything change here? No, that's still a question mark. So that just gave me one more feather. But does this do anything? They are perfectly equal in my opinion. And actually, you know what? There needs to be something that has exactly the same weight as the matches. I think. Actually, you know what? Just let me have a try here a bit. That's exactly equal. Problem is the worm and the heart aren't, obviously. The worm has no weight at all. The heart does. Okay. Take the fish, put it... No, obviously not. Take the knife, put it here, maybe? Okay. How could I make this work? I'm always left up with the match as the odd one out. I feel like I have to put all of them on there. Let me go back. It was worm and heart, I think. Yeah, and fish and gecko on the other side. So now the question is just, I've got three things left. How heavy are they respectively? Like, get rid of all of that for now. Match and knife, which is heavier? The knife is heavier than the matches, actually. And if I put the 1 kilo weight there, that's perfect. That's not perfect at all, is it? Actually, put worm and heart here. Fish and gecko there. No, that's not equal. Put the gecko there, everything's equal. Can I do something with clock? Oh, that's just, yeah, I forgot about that. That's just a normal clock for the evening. So what if I change it to evening now? To 1925. Goes into the evening now. The weights here are still right. Can I look at the... Nope, that's still not giving me a solution. Anything in here? No. There's nothing I can do with this thing. There's nothing in here either. Actually, what I didn't think was to take that riddle and use it on the chest as the code. The owl came to me, the moon. The owl looked to the right while he spread his wings. And he turned again to look at me. He looked to the left. He looked me straight in the eyes. Let me look at what the signs, the symbols are. Those don't look in any way like owls. Oh, no. The eyes don't really do that either. That's left, that's like top left, that's bottom left, that's top right, that's bottom right. None of them are straight at me. If I look at these again. The owl looked to the right. Then he looked at me, and none of these look at me. But it is 4 things. Like, it's right, look at me, left. Actually, it's 5 things. Look me straight in the eyes, and then it's turned his head all the way to the back. How would I solve that? Okay, this is useless. Maybe I should just get back my things for now, because apparently they're not helping. Okay. No. I suppose there's nothing left in here. I don't think I can open this with the knife. There's still nothing down here that I could do. Nothing I can do with the knife with this one. Can I use the knife on the phone? Maybe. No. The match is obviously neither. No, nothing to do with the weight. It's safe to say I'm stuck. I can't escape the escape room. What could we do? There's nothing I can do with this other than move the sun, and we already used that to solve the sunflower thing. There's nothing in any of the other... no. There's nothing. It's just in these 2. That's 5 hours and 25 minutes. When would be night? Nighttime would be normally at midnight, right? Somewhere around there. Into the night. I am just going to, for now, I am going to try this. Mainly because I want to know if it's actually possible, and because it doesn't really take that long. It's relatively responsive, so this should take like 2 minutes at most. Also because there's not really a whole lot that's... there's not that many options. Like, it can't go past like 7 or 8 in the morning, because that's when the sun would rise. So it has to be somewhere around here in terms of a time period. Somewhere around like 1 or 2 a.m. maybe. No, that's just too... Okay. So we found out... Actually, not quite. We can just continue on. Because it could just be 3 a.m. in the morning. It's not impossible. I mean, it's unlikely. But why not try? There we go. It's 4:15. I'm not entirely sure why it would be 4:15, but we figured out that you can actually do this to solve it. This is still just a question mark. Has this changed at all? No, it hasn't. There's an owl now. That just flew away. There's a moon that I can just cut in. Oh my god, what is this? Okay. The moon opened his eyes. Ah, I see. Okay. So the moon can look at different sort of star signs. There's 4 different ones here. Okay. The owl is here now. The owl can look to the right. Okay. Can spread its wings. So I'm going to assume this has something to do. Okay. Okay, let me just write down the riddle. Or just the basics of it. The moon was larger than I had ever seen. The owl looked to the right while he spread his wings, then he turned again to look at me. Do not forget your purpose. He looked to the left and then you said you have to become something else. He looked me straight in the eyes. When the sun rises in the morning. Alright. The moon was larger than I had ever seen. So the moon has something to do with the riddle, I suppose. I think we're solving the little treasure chest now. Owl looked to the right while he spread his wings. Then he turned again to look at me. Do not forget your purpose. You look to the left. You have to become something else, become enlightened. He looked me straight in the eyes. When the sun rises in the morning, he turned his head back, all the way to the back. And then he was gone. Okay, so just for a quick look. Do I actually see? No, I can't see them when the eye's in the middle. Those only show up when I look there. Okay. Actually, are these, like, especially this one I'd like to see, are these the ones on the treasure chest? The signs? Because, I mean, that's one I saw, but other than that, I'm not sure. What exactly does the owl do? Like, look to the right while he was raising his wings. Basically, this position. There's something. Okay. Then he looked at me. Then he looked to the left. Then he looked me straight in the eyes, I guess. Then he turned his head all the way back. Something like this. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna solve this. Okay. Basically got different wing positions depending on where he looks. Okay. Wait, I should, by the way, actually, can I see where this was? Okay, it was marked as 4:15. And into the night, maybe I need to do this at night time. What was it? It was worm heart, right? Worm heart, fish gecko. And 1 kilo weight here. No, not quite. Knife here, matches here. Does that do something with this? No. Does it do something with anything else? Doesn't really look like it. To the night, 4:15. Did that have something to do with these things? Maybe. I don't know how it would. Nope, can't see the connection. Let me just go to the morning as well. Just find the right time for it. And yeah, we can see what that presents us with. And then we can think about how to solve the riddles. There we... No, that's the afternoon. Wait, does that not mean though that there is no to the morning setting basically? Because I've tried all of these. This should eventually end up bringing me back to afternoon, and then again eventually should bring me to nighttime if I just continue around with these, because I have set every single one individually. So if I just set this back to 4:15, realistically, when would the morning be? Like a 7, around that? But 7:15's already like... wait, where's 7? Was it not 7:15? Or was it... let me just look at this again. It was 7:25. That puts me back into the evening. The owl is gone. Alright. I want the owl back. Give me back 4:15. Do I want the owl back though? I don't really. This isn't exactly the right sign either, I think. None of these look like the ones on the treasure chest. It has to have something to do with this. The owl came to me through the nighttime air. Become enlightened. When the sun rises in the morning. Like this. This. To the left. This. Straight in the eyes. And all the way back. That. Somehow. Like, I don't think that's any sort of oh, I genuinely had to put it in the right order. I'm surprised. I didn't think that was actually it, but apparently it is. Alright, put the feather down here. Now we somehow need to get to the morning or sunrise. And I still can't really figure out how to get there. Actually, can I? I know this is a bit, you know, but I do wonder if I can now that I've got the feather, whether I can just, you know, advance it bit by bit and get into the morning. Or if it'll just put me... That's, yeah. Just go on, continue. I think I'm past the point where it would be reasonable to assume that sunrise would happen here. Like, sunrise doesn't happen past 11. This is not a thing. That being said, maybe I actually need to go back to a different time. Because I wasn't that position before where I had to, so I might as well have a quick look at whether anything's changed. This still has 2 eggs in it. The squirrel still has the nut. Or not a nut, it's a sunflower seed. This still has a question mark. This still just says the clock time. That's alright. Actually, what I didn't look at, I think... What was nighttime again? It was 4:15. Was whether there is anything up here. No, there wasn't. Alright, so it was just a moon that we've got. That we haven't used for anything yet. The question is, what would we use it for? It has to be this lock somehow. Oh! I'm an idiot. That's so easy. Give me a second. I want to write down the symbols here. Because that's obviously the position the moon is looking at. This symbol. This symbol. I just don't really know how they correspond yet, but we'll figure that out. This symbol. This symbol. And this symbol. That should be the last. Yeah. Alright. Now what have we got, moon? Top left. I'll just quickly mark this down as here. Top left is the symbol we've put in. Top right. Okay. Got that down. Bottom right is this. And bottom left is probably this. Alright, now let's open the chest. That's correct. Bottom left is, I think, this one. Then top right is this one and this one exactly. And we've got a clock. And we've got, oh, okay. Okay, see. That here, no. Yes. This, not this, this. There we go. Okay. What exactly does this mean? I can't change anything anymore. This puts us at sort of 7:45, I'd say. Just quickly to check whether that would update. No, it didn't update. I'm gonna try 7:45 anyway. Roughly here. Exactly. That's sunrise, that's the morning. There's a stork. Okay. What else do we have? There's nothing new here, I don't think. This is still the same as always. Broken. What about the phone? Nope, that's still just a question mark. The mirror? Also the same as always. How do we get... Let me just grab these things. Maybe we need to use one of them on a stork. A knife. No, we can't attack the stork with a knife. What a surprise. Not the weight. A worm. That makes sense. Okay. A lizard. Fair enough. A heart as well. That's a hungry stork. There we go. There's a baby. Okay. Yep, I see. Now the question is, we still need one more feather before we can do something with the baby, I think. Nothing in here. Because we still need to fill that last spot up, then we can use the baby. I can't put the baby down here. This is now equal. Okay, that doesn't help me in any way. Can I not do something with that? No, I can't. Let me grab these things then. There's nothing I can do with either of these. No, there's not. This is empty, right? Yeah, it just has the clock that told us which time to go to. Actually, you know what? Let's just, for safety reasons. Nope. Obviously not. Put the baby in the sack. No? Alright. Never mind then. There's still nothing we can do with this tree. Obviously. That's solved, I think. Like, there's nothing I can do with that. We've basically done everything here. Except this, I feel like. What can we do? Obviously can't use the baby on this or something, no. Can we use the knife? No, can't use the knife on this. This still has to be useful for something. It's not, apparently. You know what? Let me close these. Is there anything here? No. I never really used a knife or anything on the bottom of this. No, there's nothing here. I feel like this is like the last real riddle. So I don't want to... Oh! Interesting. He does raise his foot. The question is, why does he raise his foot? What is the purpose of this? Like, there has to be a reason why he does that. Is there something I can put under there? I don't have anything though. Feels like it would be reasonable. You know what? Let's go back. What was it? 14, I mean. Let's check out the other places again. Can I use the baby on anything? I'd like to pick up these eggs. But I can't. What about you, squirrel? Want a baby? No, obviously not. Neither does he want any of the other things. Okay, nothing useful in here. Next was 1925. No, wasn't. What was it then? It wasn't 1915. What was it? It was 1925. No, not the squirrel around here. Okay, just didn't work prior to that. Why ever that may have been the case. There's nothing actually around here. I can't use the baby for anything here. I can't put it on here either. And there's nothing changing in here. What time was it? It was 4:15 or something, right? 4:15 for nighttime. I can't use any of these. No, not that either. Ow! I can take the egg. I'm being an idiot. Of course I can take the egg out. What was the time? 7:45. Okay, this should be it. Go on, put the egg there. Wait, what? No? I can't? Wait, what? Can I put it there at a different point of time? Maybe I need to put it there at night? What was nighttime? Nighttime was 1915? 1925? No, that was... Can't put it here now, can I? No, I can't. Nighttime was 4:15. Was it not? Oh, that's 5:15. Never mind. Can I put the egg here? I still can't put the egg here. Can I use something on the egg? No. Can I put the egg on this? No, I can't either. I can put the baby here. That I know I can do. And I need to for progress to the next thing. But what? How can I get the remaining feather? Let me go back. 7:45, right? 7:45. Come on, Stork. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be. How do I do this? I can't raise this leg. I can only raise this one. I can't drag it as well. I can only click it. But I can't... If I click it with the egg in hand, it doesn't change anything. If I click it with the matches in hand, it doesn't change anything. Same goes for the weight or the knife. None of that changes anything. So what's left to do? I don't suppose I can just put the egg in here, right? No, obviously not. And I doubt this would change anything either. That's still just a question mark. I don't know why, but... I think I might just have to look it up. I thought this made total sense. Take the egg, put it under his foot, get a feather. Somehow. I don't suppose I can give the egg to the squirrel, can I? I mean, I guess it's worth a try. Or can I put... Oh, I can put the egg here. That's changed it. Nope, that's not... I don't want nighttime, I want 7:45. Now, please tell me something changed. Nothing changed. Okay. Let's get back to daytime then. Figure out how the egg changed anything. Oh! Ah, I see. Okay. That, okay. That looks like a different bird. Okay, this is a riddle of in and of itself. but I'm not quite sure I figured out how it works yet. If I put this... No, that's... Okay. Okay. There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. Maybe if I click the bird with the open mouth every time, something happens. It doesn't look like it though, it just looks like it's repeating. Maybe it's sort of the odd one out every time? No. Maybe he's the odd one out because he's got his mouth. No. There's something I need to do here. Obviously. The question is just, what do I need to do? Click on this one. Click on this one. Click on this one. No. Alright, I think this is sort of a starting position and I need to click on the right thing every time. Sort of. So I'm gonna say middle. Middle again. Left. No. Okay. Middle. Left. Left. Middle. Middle, left, left, middle. Brings me to this. Then I could go left. Left again. No, but this is different than what it was at the start. This is the same as it was at the start. So if I go middle, left, left, middle. So this isn't the same. Like it doesn't. I'm not really getting this. Is there any sort of explanation to this riddle anywhere? I don't think there is. So I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Because I think this is this would give me the last feather. But I see absolutely no pattern here. If I just click on the same one every time, would it eventually solve itself? Or do I just never get to the part where it gets crazy? I probably don't. Okay, click on you. Okay, click on you. Click on you. Then on you. Then on you. Then on you. Then on you. And there's the feather. Okay? I can't explain it. Honestly, I can't really. But I think I sort of got it. Sort of. If I had another like 5 minutes, but I don't want to bore you and waste your time. If I had another 5 minutes, I could figure out exactly how it works. But, you know. Let's go to the baby cube. And is that the end? What? We're taking away the walls. And everything's rotating. That sounds like credits. The End. Samsara Room was released to celebrate our 5-year anniversary. We want to thank you for playing our games and your big support. Please stay tuned for future Rusty Lake updates. There we go. That's the end of Samsara Room. Can you find a secret level? Well, apparently not. Alright, yep, I hope you enjoyed this week's Indie Sunday. It's a bit of a longer one, longer than usual, but I think it's partly due to me being stupid occasionally on some of the levels. But I also just think the game is a bit longer in general than the other two. But it's still within bounds, let me call it. I didn't want to stop it there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.